Hello, and welcome back to our channel, where we explore the most pressing ethical dilemmas of our technological future. Today, we're diving into a topic that feels like it's been ripped straight from a dystopian novel: social credit systems. The concept is simple yet terrifyingly complex. A massive, algorithmic score for every citizen, based on their behavior. Proponents argue this isn't about control, but about creating a more fair and orderly society. Imagine a world where good deeds are rewarded, and antisocial behavior has real, immediate consequences. No more long queues because of a few impatient people. No more littering, because everyone knows their score depends on keeping their environment clean. It sounds like a utopia, a perfect engine for societal improvement. But what's the catch? The chilling counter-argument is that this utopia is just a new form of the panopticon, a system where you are always being watched, always being judged. Your score is influenced by everything: your shopping habits, the websites you visit, the friends you have. Every action, every word, every choice becomes data. This constant surveillance doesn't just ensure compliance. It creates a culture of self-censorship. You stop speaking your mind. You avoid controversial topics. You choose your friends based on their scores, not on genuine connection. The system encourages conformity, not authenticity. It's a subtle yet powerful form of control, turning society into a giant obedient machine. Who decides what is good or bad? The algorithm. And algorithms, despite their claims of objectivity, are created by people. They reflect the biases and values of their creators and the society they come from. What if your score is penalized for buying certain types of food, or for not being active enough on social media, or for having a low-scoring friend? The system claims to be fair, but it's a black box. You can't appeal its decisions. You can't understand why your score dropped. The algorithm's judgment is final. It's a fundamental shift from a justice system based on verifiable evidence and due process to one based on opaque, automated calculations. Let's not forget the potential positive outcomes that go beyond just order. A social credit system could incentivize behaviors that are beneficial for everyone. Imagine a society where people are rewarded for volunteering in their community, for donating blood, or for being environmentally conscious. This could solve problems like resource scarcity or loneliness, creating stronger, more connected communities. It could also serve as a powerful tool for combating crime. If a person's score drops due to fraud or violence, they lose access to certain services. This isn't about punishment. It's about preventative measures, about making bad behavior less viable in the first place. But what if you're on the wrong side of the score? What if you're a political dissident, or a journalist reporting on a sensitive topic, or just a nonconformist who doesn't play by the rules? Your score plummets. You are socially ostracized. You can't get a loan, a good job, or even a ticket to travel. This system creates a new kind of caste system, an invisible wall that divides the worthy from the unworthy. The low-scoring become modern-day pariahs, stripped of opportunities and fundamental freedoms. It's not just about a low score. It's about a digital death sentence, where you are effectively erased from society. For many, the discussion of social credit systems is not theoretical. They point to China, where a similar system is already being implemented. This is not some far-off future. It's happening right now. And it's not just about what is happening in China. Many other countries are experimenting with similar technologies, often under the guise of public safety or convenience. The tools for this kind of system already exist everywhere: facial recognition, digital payment tracking, constant social media monitoring. The infrastructure is already here. The only thing missing is the political will to connect it all into one unified scoring system. The question is, how far are we from a similar future? This isn't about a single policy. It's about a slippery slope. What starts as a simple way to incentivize good behavior can quickly morph into a tool for mass control. First, it's about paying your taxes on time. Then, it's about what you say online. Then, it's about who you associate with. The rules can be changed at any time, without public debate or consent. The normalization of surveillance can lead to a society where personal freedom and privacy are no longer considered fundamental rights, but rather privileges granted to those who conform. The very essence of what it means to be human, to make mistakes, to be rebellious, to be unique, is at stake. This entire system rests on a simple assumption that we are rational actors who will always choose the option that benefits our score. But what about human unpredictability? Rebellion and free will? What about compassion that goes against the rules? Or creativity that defies norms? A social credit system seeks to engineer human behavior to make us predictable and manageable. But is this the kind of world we want to live in? A world where we are just a collection of numbers and data points, where our spontaneity and our humanity are seen as bugs in the system. The choice is simple. Do we want to be free thinkers or obedient cogs in a machine? Governments aren't the only players here. Corporations are already tracking our every move. From loyalty cards to personalized ads, they already have a massive amount of data on us. In a social credit system, this data would become a currency, and the companies that own it would have unimaginable power. They could decide who gets a loan, who gets a good job, and even what you are allowed to buy. The line between government control and corporate control would become blurred, creating a form of digital feudalism. We would no longer be citizens. We would be consumers with a score, subject to the whims of algorithms we can't see or understand. Is there a way to use this technology for good without falling into the trap of authoritarian control? Can we create a system that rewards altruism and responsibility, but protects privacy and individual freedom? Perhaps a decentralized system where we own our own data, or a system that is transparent and open to public audit. This is the central dilemma. The technology is coming, whether we like it or not. The question is not how to stop it, but how to shape it. We need to decide, as a society, what values we want to encode into our future. Do we want a system that fosters obedience, or one that fosters genuine community? Ultimately, the debate over social credit is a debate about who we want to be as a species. Do we want to be a society driven by fear of a bad score, or by genuine desire to do good? Do we want a world where conformity is rewarded and individuality is punished? The path we take will be decided not by algorithms, but by our choices. Our choices as individuals, as communities, and as a global society. The future is not a predetermined destination. It's a canvas we paint on, stroke by stroke. And that brings us to the end of today's deep dive. If this video got you thinking, please help me out by hitting that subscribe button. I'm on a mission to reach my first 1,000 subscribers, and your support is the biggest boost I can get. And don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss our next video, where we'll explore another mind-bending dilemma. Now, I want to hear from you. Imagine you've been offered a high social credit score in exchange for giving up a small part of your privacy. Would you do it, and why? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can.